I'm very tired, so I'll try to make this a quick one. So, um, I have a multitude of inner figures that have been returning or coming for the first time, but all their faces are from my mania and psychosis days in my 20s. Anyways, so I think there are like six figures, and the only male one is Leon. Leon from Resident Evil 4, the original version from the GameCube version. And uh, every time I pass by these phone kiosks that sell phones or wireless plans at malls, I always am tempted to get a flip phone, and I don't even know why. I got one that I dug up when I originally had when I was manic and psychotic. I used like my old phone from the my university days before I switched to my first ever smartphone. And since then, I've sold it. Since my mania and psychosis ended, I sold it to a father who was gonna give it to his daughter because he didn't want his daughter having a smartphone. Smart father. So that phone's gone, and I sold and gave away those sold those phones. But I kept feeling gravitated towards a flip phone, and I was like, I'm not even gonna use it. What the hell is the point? But whenever today I was like, I'm not even gonna use it, so it doesn't make sense to buy it. But I kept hearing an objection, and I was like, who is that? Who's objecting? I can't even tell whose voice it is, but I just felt an objection, and so I was like, okay. I the thing is, I already have a secondary SIM card that's cheap and like $20 a month just for calling and texting, and it got some free data plans, like that from Bonus, but the signal's terrible at if it's not at a central like above ground area. So using it as a second phone is not the most practical. I tried using it for my YouTube meetup. Did not work out well because in the basement did not get any signal, but other phones get good signal. So, anyways, I was just put it into my older smartphone, the SIM card, and the reason I got that SIM card is because in order to make this channel, this Yeshua No More channel, I couldn't use my Google account anymore because I maxed out the number of accounts you can make per one phone number. So I had to get another phone number in order to make another Google account in order to make this YouTube channel. So that's why I got the spare phone. And since then, the SIM card. And since then, the only way I've been using the spare SIM card is I've been sending text messages from my main phone or to the um, spare phone and vice versa, just documenting what's been happening with me and my figures. Um, anyway, so like if someone new rejoined, or like, well, someone from the past, like Leon or Elsa, uh, Jun rejoined from the past after disappearing for a long time. I wrote those down in the text message, kind of like a text message journal, I guess. Even though I'm logging it elsewhere on like, anyways, it's weird. It's weird why I do that. I just started doing that, but anyways, that was the only way I was using the SIM card. And then with the urge to get uh, a flip phone, I was like, all right, this urge has been recurring, and I don't know why it's there, and it doesn't make any sense. But I had to be out of the house to give space to my mom and her friend who were at the house. So I didn't have to. I could have just stayed in my room, but I wanted to give them space. So I didn't want to be there. So I just went to nearby mall and bought this flip phone. It is a Max West um, F1, something F1, I forget what it's called. Yeah. Uh, what is it called again? Max West Ranger F1. It's called Max West Ranger F1. So I bought this flip phone and put my SIM card in it, and I had to tinker with changing it from an RCS messaging to an SMS messaging because the text message wouldn't send, because it was like, these don't send internet data kind of messages, right? This is just simple text message with character limits per text message. So because it's completely unlocked and it was from like a private store, it cost more than I thought. It cost like 140 Canadian dollars. But after I got it, Leon said, "Thank you for getting the phone." And I was like, "Oh, you're the one who requested it." And he's like, "Yeah, I thought you could tell, but because remember, the last time you had the flip phone was at my request back then too. I guess you forgot." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that was you." So Leon was the one objecting to not getting the phone and requesting that I get a flip phone, and Lucy was happy that we went on a solo date again, and Lucy's my shadow. Happy that we had a solo date outside and got something for ourselves, because she's the desiring, like I'm known, or I consider myself someone who can be happy with very little, but Lucy is one who is the opposite of that, and carries this wanting and desire for things, and I've been submitting to her desires when she's reasonable, and it seems like it makes sense. So that's why I've been buying Blu-ray discs lately of our favorite movies, and yeah, just stuff like that. Small things that are not too expensive. This was one of the more expensive ones at 140 Canadian dollars, but it is a nice flip phone, and it has 4G, so it has that nice snap, just like the old flip phones, and now the text messaging works. So I'll have all the history on my main phone, since the history doesn't carry over from the previous smartphone to this phone, but I'll have the text history on my main phone and just keep texting updates of all my inner figures. So, and after I got the phone, went and had lunch to have 돼지국밥, which is Korean pork soup with slices of pork and the broth and rice, and it was good. I haven't been there in ages, like years, so it was good. It was pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed my meal. Although I think because it was so salty, I'm really like thirsty no matter how much water I drink, so that's not good. But yeah, once in a while, right? So it was good. Yeah. So yeah, I have a flip phone, and it's only gonna be used just for messaging myself, really. That's and for the YouTube account, in case. And now that I've activated the YouTube account, I don't even know if I need the phone number anymore, but that's the phone number that's registered to this account, so this Yeshua No More account channel. Anyways, so that's what happened today, and so Leon has demands too. Leon has demands for more non-digital, well, this is digital too, but like less smart features, more bare bones technology, not distraction free technology. All this can really do is all this can really do is call and text. Other than calling and texting, it's pretty useless. So um, I guess he just wants distraction-free technology, and he's happy now that we got the flip phone.